Well, congratulations, mate, on the honours of being named skipper of St Helens. I guess, what was your reaction to being told you're going to be the new captain? And, I guess, what does it mean to you personally? I know you've been at the club for a very long time.
Yeah, it was a pretty proud moment, really. Pretty emotional when I got told it at the time. Kind of caught me a bit off guard, the way that it was announced. Managed to hold it together to put a bit of a speech together to the lads, and then a few of them coming up to me. It kind of made me a bit emotional, and then telling the family. But yeah, I suppose from a personal perspective, proud moment, honoured moment, something that probably you think, oh, how good would it be to do that? I've done it as a stand-in a couple of times for James, but to actually get that honour was something that I'm immensely proud of, and but I'm not kind of sat back on that. It's something that now I want to do the club proud, community proud, family proud, all the people that have helped me to achieve a goal of mine, a dream of mine, and then on the flip side of that, do myself proud as well in the job.
I guess, who was the first phone call to? Did you call home and let them know you're going to be the next skipper?
Well, basically the way we got said, we were in a bit of a private function type thing, so it was kind of a quick text to me missus and my mum and dad, and then just kind of ring them when I got out of it a bit later. Initially, kind of just, as I say, the boys all kind of congratulating me, little text to them, and then give them a phone call when it was all a bit quieter and I was on my own.
Probably a player that's always led by action, mate. Does anything change for you off the field in terms of being the captain now?
I suppose doing a bit more of this stuff. It's one of them that might come with it, but I think in terms of myself, if the captaincy hadn't fell to myself for that title, it wouldn't have probably changed the way I am. I believe that you keep trying to instill good values and beliefs into a group, whether or not you're a captaincy or not, especially if you're part of a leadership group. And one thing that I'll always kind of say to the lads is, I'm not really going to ask you to do anything that I'm not prepared to do myself. So I think it's important that as a captain you value all the little bits an awful lot. We all want to be doing the pretty stuff and the real enjoyable bits, but you only get a chance to do them after you've done the hard work.
Obviously, it's big shoes to fill with the departure of James Roby. Has he given you any words of wisdom, mate?
He's not actually probably given me many words of wisdom, like specifically since obviously being given it. But I suppose the reality is, I played 15 seasons with him. I've spent a lot of time under him. Although it was probably never made official, I was basically vice captain to him. If he left the field, I'd be captain. If he didn't play, I'd be captain. So, I spent a lot of time with him, probably his longest serving teammate that he had. So I'm sure I'll have picked up some good habits. And before that as well, I've been around a number of good leaders as well, which at international level and at club level.
And you've just signed on for another 3 years, mate. How, I guess, excited are you to get that deal done, and I guess you can focus on the future now? Yeah,
definitely. Obviously, it's kind of something that I'm, again, really excited about. It's good for myself. I'm a local lad. I suppose supported the club from being a young lad, and it means an awful lot to me. I suppose it comes down as a 3-year, but it really, I suppose, 2-year extension. I already had this one, so it's something I'm excited about, and something that I'll continue to try and give my all to the club.
And do you think that this could be your last contract, or you think you're hoping to push on towards 40, mate?
I suppose just have to see. I suppose body feels good. Keep just trying to do the right things, look after myself, and that's the best thing that you can do. I think you're seeing it more and more that sportsmen are playing for longer and longer. I suppose with the extra demands sports science puts on you. Trying to get every last bit out of you, I suppose in some ways as well, it's letting you get more through your recovery and everything else, and looking after the body. So there's certainly pros and cons to it, and it's something that I'll just keep seeing how I feel, and keep trying to, I suppose, do my best to feel good.
Was there ever a consideration of leaving the club?
Certainly not this time, really. No. I suppose it's there's been a couple of offers in the past and a few things that entice you a little bit, but it's one of them kind of, sometimes you've got to listen to your heart a bit more, and understand that some of the reasons that you actually first take the field is because what you enjoy, and that's what I think. The older you get, and with some of the injuries I've had, you realise that the reason you take the field is to enjoy it, and if you're happy, your family's happy, then generally everything else is good.
Absolutely. How's the pre-season going, mate? How's the body feeling? So you got a bit of a mark?
Yeah, I think just cut it today in the session, but obviously rushed over here. Pre-season's been good, body feels good. It's getting that time where it's all ready to go again, and exciting really. Pre-season, it's a weird one. I think seems like a bit of a daunting word, but I think the older you get, the more accustomed you get to him. There's only so many surprises you can come up with, and coming into my 16th season, I'd like to think I've seen quite a few of them now. So not much that catches you off guard as much now. And as I say, you understand how to keep yourself, how to prepare yourself for pre-season, so you're ready to go. I think at the end of the day, everyone takes the field for the same reason, and they have the same goals at the beginning of the year. They want to be competitive, they want to compete, and they want to try and bring home silverware to the club. And we're no different with that this year. Obviously disappointing. I suppose in some ways disappointing last year, but to pick up the World Club Challenge, something that nobody thought we would, it's something that we have to look back and be immensely proud of that. Flip side of it, we fell short in 2 semi-finals with very little in them. Obviously it's not the way you want to go out. As I say, everyone takes the field because they want to win silverware, but I suppose in some ways it releases a bit of pressure from us. It's human nature that you always want more and more and more, and if we'd have managed to do 5, you'd always want the next one, the next one, the next one. And I suppose in some ways it gives us a chance to reflect personally and as a group, and gives us a chance to look at some new things, some new ideas, and give ourselves a chance to grow.
Yeah, definitely. And any individual goals for 2024 you'd like to tick off?
Just keep trying. Not particularly. Don't really look at it that way. I'm pretty much a team first kind of player, and I'm a firm believer that normally good things happen to you because of what you do with a team, and you just keep trying to do what's best and do them selfless actions for the team.